Hi, Democrats. Today is Friday, March 26th, and it's time for the Chair's Daily Live. Just a couple of things. I try to come on every day, give you updates on bills, our elected officials, and our elections, with a little what's going on in the party sprinkled on top. So, bills. Before I talk about bills here in our state that affect us on a daily, I want to talk about what's going on in Georgia. You guys have all seen it. The Georgia state legislation has passed a bunch of what I'm just going to call anti-voter bills. All kinds of bills to, reduce the number of days that people can do early voting, and, reduce the ballot box access, and reduce how many places there are to vote. It's already, you've seen it on TV like I have. There are lines that are snake lines in big stadium parking lots, and they wait for hours on top of hours to vote. Whereas if I have to wait an hour, I'm in shock. But they wait for hours on top of hours, and they just signed some bills to make it that if somebody is waiting for hours, and what happens is people don't want those people to leave, so somebody will show up with pizza and water. Well, they're now trying to make that illegal. And you have to know that the governor feels some kind of way about it. He knows he's not doing the right thing because he did it behind closed doors and not in front of the people, and had someone arrested who wanted to watch it. When people know that they're doing the wrong thing, but he signed it. It is the law now. If you have to cheat to win, you might want to look at whether you should be running for that office or running that job. Don't cheat. And that's what Governor Kemp in Georgia is doing, is cheating. So how I bring that back into Oklahoma, I don't know if you guys know that our legislature passed a resolution that Oklahoma is not supposed to support the For the People Act, which is the John Lewis Voters' Rights Act. So it's about making access to the ballot box fair and equal. And Oklahoma has doubled down and said, yeah, we don't want none of that. That's SR 9. That's already passed. It's already a done deal. So while we're looking at Georgia, we need to be laser focused on what's happening here. We're passing bills that have nothing to do with us or that are making our lives harder. I am grateful for those of you who are watching, because I know that all over the state there are rallies commemorating the Stop the Hate Day of Action, and they're not done right now. And so if there's one going on in your town, please go out and show your solidarity. We shouldn't have to have a Stop Asian Hate rally, because it should be a no-brainer. But our country is in a climate where we have to have such a rally. It's just disappointing. So I talk about bills, elected officials, and elections. So I talked about a bill. Let's talk about elected officials. I have some great elected officials that I can highlight, but I'm going to wrap up this week by reminding you one more time, your daily reminder, that none of our 5 congresspeople and neither of our senators signed us up for the stimulus checks. They all voted no on the stimulus checks, for the checks in mailboxes and the vaccines and arms. All of our elected officials voted no. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. As we start recruiting, as you're out recruiting, because we're already recruiting, as you're out recruiting and thinking about replacing Kevin Hearn, Mark Wayne Mullen, Frank Lucas, Tom Cole, and Stephanie Bice, and Jim Lankford, who are all on the ballot in 2022, remember that they all voted against the stimulus package. And they've all waxed poetically on Facebook with the dumb reasons why they said no, and it had nothing to do with what's going on in Oklahoma. So please remember that as we start ramping up for our next election. We do have a local election happening now all over the state. There are school board elections and municipal office elections. And then in State Senate District 22, which is Edmond, part of Oklahoma City, Piedmont, and Yukon. We have a special election for Senate District 22. Our candidate in that race is Molly Uten. She could use all the help that you can give her. That election is on April 6th, and it gives us one more Democrat down on Lincoln, one more Democrat, and that is what we need. So figure out a way to help Molly, donate money, donate your time, donate your resources, talk about her, share her social media, do everything you can to get her word out. And then I just want to get into the party stuff. We are in the middle of reorg. We're in the middle of reorganization. The state has a central committee meeting tomorrow at 9 a.m. on Zoom. Go out to the okdemocrats.org website if you want to attend. It will be open to the first 50 people who want to attend who aren't part of the central committee, because the other people are the central committee. That's where we talk about what's going on in the state, and that's where we make some kind of important decisions. So that's tomorrow, the 27th at 9 a.m. County conventions are next Saturday, April 3rd, all over the state. Most of them will be electronic. So go out to our website and find out how you can be a part, or you can go out to your county website or Facebook page. Following that, we have district conventions, which are on May 1st. District conventions are on May 1st, and most of those will also be electronic. Go out to our website and go out to your district or county websites, and those dates, times, Zoom links are available there. And then state convention is June 12th. That is a Saturday, and there will be training on the Friday preceding. State convention is June 12th. That's where we elect our chair, vice chair, secretary, and treasurer, and our affirmative action folks, as well as decide on our platform. That's what's important to Democrats in Oklahoma, and our constitution and bylaws, which are our rules. So that's on June 12th. That is going to be an electronic convention. As we get closer to that, we'll be posting the links and all of that kind of good information. Oh, excuse me. So that's all I have for you guys today. Have a great weekend, and I will be back Monday at 4:15.